volume compared to Kim Crawford's Sauvignon Blanc at 12.5.
Drop.
Yeah,
Like,
Susan,
it's pretty cool.
That's only roses.
In.
We are here.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golden Hour from Bachelor Happy Hour. Thanks again for joining us. Kathy, isn't it awesome that we're sitting here
We are here in L.A.
I'm telling you.
in the studio.
I love this.
Looking at each other's into our eyes.
Right. And I love the roses behind us in the Bachelor Nation backdrop.
Yeah,
Like,
Susan,
it's pretty cool.
That's the only roses you and I are ever getting. But
I
it's so fun to be out here, and we are have a great guest today.
We do. We really do.
It is Jeremy Simon from Jen Season. Welcome, Jeremy.
Hey,
We're
Jeremy.
so glad you're here with us. How are you doing today?
Lovely to meet you guys.
Thanks.
I'm not in person, but I could still see your eyes.
Yeah. I like your hat that says "For Others." Is there something about that I should know?
It's my buddy's brand, and he donates a lot of the profits back to the community. So,
That's
wanted-
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So talk to us. How are you?
I'm good. Life's been pretty normal. Been back in society for about 6 months at this point.
Yeah. Are you dating yet? Are you any of...
Oh, that's the first question right off the bat.
No.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
come
Jeremy,
on.
we're
6
gonna,
months,
no,
Jeremy.
we're
You're
gonna-
hot.
He's into
No.
it.
Wait, we're going to ease into this. So we're right on top of holidays here. I suspect. Do you celebrate Hanukkah?
I do celebrate Hanukkah.
Okay.
Maybe not every single 8 nights, but
Yeah.
I do.
So I am of a mixed marriage. My dad was Jewish and my mother was the religion of the day, depending on who she was married to. So we always celebrated both religions
Hanukkah
and
Christmas.
both holidays. And this year, Hanukkah, if I am correct, begins on Christmas
On
Day.
Christmas Day.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
All of us are celebrating.
Which means, Jeremy, when you send me that fabulous paperclip necklace, you can send it to me for Christmas or Hanukkah. First day Hanukkah, that's when you get the big gifts, right?
Is that the big one? Is that
The
I
first
thought it
day.
was the last
It's
day.
8 day. No.
So you get 7 little gifts and 1 big one.
Well, everyone does it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll
yeah.
take a rose.
Did you raise your kids like mixed?
So my husband was not Jewish. And as you well know, I grew up in a completely Jewish neighborhood, but I was a shiksa because my mother was not Jewish. All my boyfriends, every one of them was Jewish until I got married. So,
Really?
yeah. But my
I've
dad,
never dated it.
I'm sorry,
I've never dated a Jew.
is it important to marry?
It depends if you ask me or my family.
Your mother would say different.
I personally don't care what religion I marry, but I do want my kids to be brought up with a sense of their Judaism.
Yeah. So my kids, I have a menorah that was my dad's, and we lit the menorah. But because my husband was not Jewish, my kids
Had a tree.
they went to church. They went to a Methodist church, which is the country club of the Christian faith. Anything goes. But enough about that. We do a topic of the day first. Susan, go for it.
Yes, we do. We start off this episode with question of the day, and we want to know your thoughts on this one. What do you think is the best way to handle change in a relationship? We're always growing, learning, and changing. So how do you make room for that in a long-term partnership?
See, Jeremy, we're going easy on you to begin with. We're talking in generalities. Then we're going to get down to specifically your dating. So go ahead and answer that question.
I don't know if that's easy, but I mean, you just sort of alluded to it that everyone's changing. Like, we're not going to be the same people we are in 10 years.
Right.
We won't be the people we are in, 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most important thing is acceptance. When you choose someone, you just need to, you're choosing them for them as a person, and you need to accept that they will change. And it's more about the effort you put in to change and grow with them. And communication is obviously important.
Always, yes.
You got
That's a
how
good
old are
answer.
You? How old are you, Jeremy?
I'm 30.
Wise man,
You're
are.
so. I'm telling you, everyone that we interview that's been
off the
in
show.
Bachelor, come off one of the shows is, I don't know, is it the show that does it to them?
Do you feel like it changed you at all, or the way you think,
Um,
or the way you
I've been asked
feel?
this. Not really.
No.
I know, but it is another experience, and I think I've just been shaped by one, experiences, and two, how I was raised. So, yeah.
Where did you grow up, Jeremy?
I grew up in Stamford, Connecticut, so about an hour outside the city.
Susan grew up in Philly, and I grew up in Boston.
We're all East Coasters.
My best friends live in Boston. My younger sister lives in Philly.
Oh, really? Where at?
Oh God.
Do you know? That's okay. That's all right. We don't want to give her address.
I was just going to ask you where your friends lived in Boston.
Coolidge Corner.
Coolidge Corner. Oh, that's a great place.
So, when they say, how do you make room for that, a change in a lot, like what kind of a question is that?
Well, I think Jeremy answered it. It's you growing together, communicating, so to make sure you're both in sync, in step as you change and develop, because we all do.
I feel like you guys would have the answer to that better than me. The longest relationship I've been in is a few years, but probably longer for you guys.
We had some long ones.
My marriage was almost 46 years. So yeah, that's been a while.
And some changes are not as easy to handle.
All right. Well, all right. Now we're getting down to
All
it.
right.
You've warmed up. What have you been up to since Jen's season? You're dating. Come on. Are you keeping in touch with the guys? Are you dating? Give it all to us. We want the scoop.
Yeah, that's a lot of questions in one.
Okay. We heard rumors. I'm just telling you, we've heard rumors.
No, it's been 6 months, like almost to the day. Life's been pretty normal. I went back to work, a week after I got back. And the show didn't start airing until 2 months after. It wrapped up a few months ago. Life's been normal. Obviously, I have more friends now within my cast and people that I met through Bachelor Nation. But
do you keep in touch with the guys?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys went through the experience.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm on such a deep level. I talk to some of them every single day.
Yeah.
I've gotten to meet some other great Bachelor Nation people, and you just have like this. You've all been through a similar thing, so it's a very easy ground to work off of. But life's been the same. Besides for getting recognized on the streets.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
Jeremy, he's dodging it.
What?
Huh?
You're dodging.
Have you dated?
Are you
dating?
Are you dating? I'm from Boston. We hit the direct questions here.
But I'm direct too. I've not been dating.
No, me either, hon.
Well, and guess what?
Not by choice.
I'm going right in. I'm going to be the third one there. Yep, we're all three in a bucket here. Why are you not dating? May I ask? Because you're a handsome guy.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's just been life's been busy. Between work and I have more opportunities to go out to cool stuff and going out and seeing friends. And
you're happy. And you're content.
I'm happy. So I obviously do want to meet someone. It just hasn't been. It's not that it hasn't been a priority. It's that I know that if I do start dating, I want to make them a priority. And now life's getting more normal, and I'll have more time, so I will start dating again.
So have you dated anybody from Bachelor?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What did I hear about an Airbnb?
Yeah. Where's your Airbnb? We want to rent it.
Oh yeah, you guys can get a free stay.
Where is it? Well,
we're
wait.
Not
where is
looking
it?
for freebies. I want to know where it is.
It's up in the Catskills.
Oh no! Wait, I'm serious about that. I have never been to the Catskills, and my daughter just rented an Airbnb, probably yours. I will touch base with you. I do.
So
I'd
tell us
actually
about
never
it.
been there until I bought the house, which was a bit of a risk, but it's in a great area. Hudson's beautiful, great restaurant.
It's in Hudson?
It's 15 minutes away from Hudson.
Wow. A lot of snow up there?
I actually haven't been up there since before I filmed, but I don't think
you never go?
Well, he was
I do, but
on TV.
I rent it out, so it gets booked up. But
okay, what's the best time to go there? Asking for a friend.
I think September's beautiful. It does get a little chillier up there, but it has a nice.
You think when the leaves change, October is gorgeous.
I think September's beautiful, but November's not bad either. So you guys can go up there.
Is good hiking?
Yeah, I mean everything's so spread out, so you'll need to drive no matter what. But there are some good hikes for sure.
Nice.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna look.
You have to send us some pictures of this place.
Do you manage it yourself?
I do manage it myself.
Really?
Yeah. Not as much work as you'd think. I have good people in place to help me with it, like cleaners and stuff. But
I've always thought about doing this, but it just seemed like a nightmare that somebody would, break all the dishes and the housekeeper wouldn't show up and they'd get there and there'd be
That's more like
rats,
renting a
little
beach
mice had
house.
made a nest in the bed, just stuff that happens.
you just got to be on top of things, but it hasn't been, obviously you have guests here and there that could be a little of a pain, but it hasn't been too bad.
That's awesome. We're going to have to check it out.
Okay, I want the family and friends discount.
You could have it. Yeah.
Howdy, y'all.
This weekend, get an all-access pass to Apple TV Plus.
No time like the present.
Loved ones. Spirit Wine offers and citrus finish.
At David's Bridal, love is in every stitch. From the initial sketch to the final details, each style is designed with exquisite craftsmanship. Every wedding gown, bridesmaid look, prom dress, and special occasion style in between features handcrafted details filled with love. Come see the magic in person. Book an appointment and sign up for Diamond Loyalty to save 15% on your first purchase. Earn points towards special rewards and more at davidsbridal.com.
I love that you kept in touch with everybody from the show and you made good friends. That we're so blessed to have all experienced that. But what I want to know is, do you feel like something inside you has changed the way you think or approach even dating, even though you're not dating right now? But it did for me. How about you? What did you get out of it for yourself?
I think that as older, as I've aged, I've realized how important communication is. And this was just like that, you only have limited amount of time. And I wasn't out there like trauma dumping or anything, but you still need to communicate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's something that you didn't really dwell on prior to going?
Yeah, not necessarily. I think if you ever get into a relationship where the other person is not a good communicator, you realize
notice it. Yes.
Really quickly.
Yes.
Emphasis on it.
Did you go, were you on dating apps? Are you on dating apps? I know you're not right now, obviously, but were you
ever?
Because the reason I'm asking, it's again, multi-pronged question. Susan and I were on dating apps before we went on the show, and we're not now. It's just been not very successful at all. And
been
I'm
a
curious
couple
what you
years,
think about
yeah.
the dating culture in general, but specifically dating apps.
Yeah, I did have dating apps. I didn't have
Everybody.
success on it. I don't like dating apps. Besides the fact that I do like to meet people in person, because you sort of know, you can know immediately if you're going to
You
vibe
feel
with
an
someone.
energy. Yeah. Mhm.
You don't want to waste time, but also I feel like with apps,
It's a
people
picture.
people are trying to like fit you into this like circle, into this idea of what they want for someone. And it's just like this forced thing.
Mhm.
And I think I sort of view life like you should live life. You need to be able to be happy alone and independent.
Yeah.
And someone walks into your life that makes it better, then you could date them.
How do you feel about much older women, Jeremy, who would be willing to convert?
I'm not opposed.
What would your first date with this older woman look like?
And will you pay the bill?
Maybe we'll play some bridge at the country club.
Do you play bridge?
Bridge. I want to go play golf.
Do you play golf?
Do you golf?
I'm not a big golfer. I'm more of a tennis guy.
Okay. All right. No pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah.
Did you see me play pickleball on TV? I hit the fan in the chest with the ball.
Can I just? So I don't know if you watched our show, but I won the pickleball contest with one of the other women. And Gary had called me the other day from our show, and he said, I want to play pickleball with you. So he thought, he's a pretty good pickleball player, but I think he thinks he's going to give me lessons. No, thank you very much. I know how to play the game. Thank you so much.
No, I love pickleball. I've only played it a handful of times, but it's so much fun, especially from like being able to play tennis. And it's a little different, but it's a lot of
It's
fun.
shorter. Like you don't have to run as far.
So what I want to know, you said you live in New York, in Brooklyn. What do you do there?
I eat, I sleep.
Smart ass. He's a smart ass. Okay.
And those of you that are listening, he is available, but you got to put up with that now.
Yeah, I do have a normal job. I work in real estate property management. I run sales for a property management
Oh,
company.
wait a minute.
Oh, there we go.
That's why you have no problem with the Airbnb.
Yeah, the cat's
I had the Airbnb before I did this job, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
All right, wait a minute. If Susan and I want a little pied-à-terre in Manhattan, can you make that happen too?
I personally could not make that happen, but I could put you in touch with people who can.
You know people. It's always good.
It's good to know
It is
people.
very good. So, Jeremy, we play this little game.
Oh, no, wait. We have one more question.
Oh, we do? Go ahead.
Oh, the
Go
big
ahead.
Susan.
Oh,
I'll let Susan do the
Yeah.
honors here because she's been asking everybody. I can't believe you forgot it.
so would you, if you're asked, go on Paradise? And keep in mind there may be Goldens on Paradise.
Is that what
Interesting.
they've been
Not
saying?
wait
We
a
don't
minute.
know. It's
Not
rumor.
to date us. Like if we came, like maybe we'd give some advice on, like, Jeremy, take off the necklace and give it to me. I told you that 2 months ago. That kind of advice.
Would you go on Paradise?
Would
If
I
you
go
were
on
asked-
Paradise?
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's still a long time away. So I don't. If I'm single, I'm open to it. I think
Okay.
it'll be. I mean, it'll be a great experience from people who I know who've been on it, and
Right.
I love meeting people from Bachelor Nation, and I also love the producers, which people forget.
I know.
Oh,
Don't
no,
you? I
we,
miss them the most. I really do.
We always, that's funny you say that because Susan and I always
Talk about the
acknowledge and talk
producers,
about the
yeah.
producers. They
They're
are
great.
great people. They are.
Is there any female that you wish or would hope that would be there?
No, I'm open to meeting anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Well, I can tell you, we've interviewed a lot of women that were on various seasons, and let me just tell you something: you could do a whole lot worse than going to Paradise. I think it would be hand-picked perfection
I
for
just
you,
think the experience would be awesome, just like the experience of being on the show.
and it wouldn't be an interview with me if I didn't ask you, "Is your father married?"
He is married, yes.
That's a joke.
She was teasing.
I was teasing.
It was your sense of humor.
Teasing, not teasing.
First off, I need to get asked to be on Paradise, but
Yes.
it would be a game time decision.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, if you're not in a relationship, why would you not? You know?
Right. Yeah.
All right. We do this thing. We do an advice segment where we answer questions that people write in, and we'd like to ask you to weigh in with us after we read the questions. Are you game?
You want my advice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. All right. The first one is from Anonymous. Hi, Kathy and
Don't you
Susan.
love that when they don't even
Yeah,
tell you your name?
you don't know the name. Hi, Kathy and Susan, and now Jeremy. I think my boyfriend's mom really doesn't like me, and I'm freaking out. We're both 23 and have been dating for the past year. I met his parents the other night since they're both in town visiting us. We went to dinner together, and I just felt like his mom was not vibing with me. There's nothing that I can think of that I said that could have made her upset, just an overall feeling. My boyfriend hasn't mentioned anything to me, but it's weighing on me. Should I ask my boyfriend? This happened last night, so it's still really fresh. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I think it's still, if it just happened, it's still fresh. I think that, mothers are protective of their sons. They take some, breaking in to do. So maybe she should get her flowers the next time she goes to their house, bring a little gift.
Kiss a little butt.
If it continues to happen, maybe you need to get the boyfriend involved, because obviously there needs to be good chemistry between the partner and their family, or else that's like a recipe for disaster. But
Yeah.
I think it's still too early.
I can't imagine that she didn't get in the car on the way home and say something. I would have said something right then and there. What's up with
Did
your
you get
mom?
along with your in-laws?
I don't. Yeah.
Sensitive subject. I don't know
Pardon?
if she would have said anything. It's a very sensitive subject.
It is. I would have said, "Your mom don't like me. I feel like what's the matter?"
My mother,
What did I
Jeremy,
do?"
my mother-in-law did not like me. I'm being honest now. I'm not joking, because my husband was her oldest child and her only son, and I took away, in her mind, I took away her son, and she had two daughters. So I had two sister-in-laws that were not, the best. My husband was the one that kind of took care of his mom. So, it's a real thing. It happens.
I think you touched on an important thing. It's like the idea of taking them away. You can't make them feel like you're taking their son away.
I didn't.
I'm joining the family.
I didn't. I tried everything, but it just, some people just aren't open to it.
So what do you think?
I think
Should she ask? I like his advice. What would you tell her, Kathy?
I would tell her she needs to talk to her husband about it in a kind and gentle way because, like you said, Jeremy, you want to build a strong relationship. On the other hand, they're 23-year-olds, so they're pretty young.
Maybe the mother thought you're really not going to be the one. She don't even realize how he feels. We don't know how he feels, But you were right. I think she should have brought flowers the first time. I hope she did. Or a pie or something.
If it were just that easy.
Yeah.
If my mother-in-law had liked me, if I'd brought a pie, why didn't I think of that?
It's not that easy, but who doesn't like being thought of?
Yeah, or
That's
flowers.
Damn, Jeremy,
We
you're
love
so
flowers.
Are you
a flower giver?
Yeah, I love giving gifts. I think
Wait,
that
what's
your
your
love
language of
language?
language? See, I can't even say it. What's
Your
your
love
love language? Hate that
I
question.
forget all of them, but when I've been told them, I think all of them.
You're definitely like me. I like them all. Too.
I can't.
But if you have to pick one,
I can't.
words of affirmation,
A good one.
physical touch,
Acts of service.
acts of service,
I think maybe quality time is one, right?
quality time. Yes, it is.
I think quality time would be number one if I had to pick one.
Nice. Do you like to give gifts or receive gifts?
I like to give gifts.
Damn, that necklace is coming my way.
That's the fourth time you've said it. So
Yeah,
I'm
I just
thinking
want to
she's onto something
make
here.
sure you understand.
Wait, I have a mini one like this, and Kathy goes, "Why don't you have that necklace on? I have it on today."
Oh,
Kathy.
she's got it on.
The paper clip.
Wait a minute. Before we get on to the next question,
Yeah.
Jeremy, could you hold up your wrist? I see a bracelet on you. I might want to. Oh, yeah, I'll take that
Just
too.
stay clear of her.
This podcast is pairing beautifully with full flavored. It's 110 calories per 5.
Okay. All right. This is from Laura. Hey, ladies. And you, of course. My first ever relationship that lasted for 3.5 years ended a few months ago. I was devastated. We broke up because he cheated on me.
Ooh.
Yes. I feel like now I'm finally ready to get back out there. What advice do you have for me? I only dated one person and we were together for a while. So I feel really out of practice. What are some green or red flags I can look out for? How should I start meeting people? What do you think I should have on my dating profile? I'm looking for anything and everything. Thanks so much. I love you, ladies. That's a lot.
Look at Jeremy. Jeremy,
12 different questions.
It
we
is.
got to have a whole episode
Another
for Laura.
question mark, another question mark. Should we break it down?
Jeremy's exhausted.
Let's bring it down.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
Okay, first of all, he's a jerk. for
He's a
cheating.
cheater. What do you think about that? Once a cheater, always a cheater? What do you think?
So she's getting ready to get back. What advice do you have for me? Out of practice? Like, you don't
Wait.
get out of
I want to say,
practice.
we asked, once a cheater, always a cheater, Jeremy, or not?
No.
I've never cheated. I've never been cheated on. I want to say it's hard to change people, but at the same time, like, you want to be able to give someone another chance.
Yeah, people do regret
Really
things.
tough to
you know.
handle.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't want to be with someone if I've known they've cheated. So I might be biting my tongue on that, but
Yeah. When she says some green or red flags, I can tell you about red flags, but what's a green flag?
Like, so, I think this girl sounds to me like she's been burned, and so she's trying to systematically and logically pick a boyfriend, which isn't the way.
It's a feeling.
typically.
It's a feeling. There is no rule.
I mean, if you want a green flag, it sounds like, look at his checkbook, check his teeth. Does he have a lot of
His
cavities?
hygiene. Does he
Does he
respect
floss?
his mother?
Are his clothes neatly folded in the drawer? I mean, these are all
make his
super.
bed.
What?
I said, does he make his bed?
But does he make
very
his bed?
important.
So I don't know. What do you think? How
How should I start meeting people?
should she start meeting people?
Well, you got to get out there, right?
No. go to a bar, join a running club.
A club. That we say that all the time. Join a group of something that you meet new
It's
people.
just don't be afraid to talk to someone. I think everyone wants a connection with someone. Just don't be afraid to like talk to someone on the streets.
Right.
Yeah, I think when you talk about meeting people, it's exactly what you just said. She's got to get out and, if you like to sail, get out and join a sailing club. You want to play tennis, go join a tennis club.
golf,
Do
or
something
anything,
where you have
right.
like-minded people.
But she says here, what do we think we should put on her dating profile? I'm looking for anything and everything. You need to slow your roll. Right?
Don't put like a baby picture on your dating profile. I remember when girls used to do that. I'm like, you only have so many pictures. Why? Like,
And
I'd
if
rather
it
see
were a
picture
guy,
of his mom so I know what you look like in 30 years.
don't take selfies in the men's room. Like
Well,
so many guys have
this is a-
bathroom
wait a
selfies. I
minute.
was like, what do you think?
About what
All
to put
those
on.
questions, like, what could you tell her?
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
Don't be, I will say this, don't be looking for anything, right? Just try to live, because you can't. And I know people who've like girls who have wanted guys who are like, oh, they need to be 6'4", they need to be fit. And then they'd end up
What's
marrying.
wrong with that, Jeremy?
Nothing's wrong with that, but like
I'm
you shouldn't
kidding.
be looking for something specific. It's more
I'm
like
kidding.
one, like you will know if you're into them.
Yeah. I just think it sounds to me, Lara, like you are so worried that you're going to get cheated on that you're trying to write out numbers 1 through 10. And if they meet these criteria, then it'll be a good guy. And I think Jeremy's onto something. You just got to get out and date and meet people and live your life and see who comes into it. And the way to meet.
We've all been schooled to write your list, if you will, what you can accept or what you can't accept. That you need to know about yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the red flag, green flag thing.
Yeah. I think the simple answer is what Jeremy said, get out there. Get out there and
Yeah. And based off of her million questions, maybe think a little less and just
slow down. What's a red flag for you?
if you're not nice, like, I don't know.
If you're not nice.
What's the first thing you notice about a woman when you meet her? What is the very first thing you notice, Jeremy?
Eyes.
Eye contact?
I would say eyes, a smile. Like a smile is the most attractive thing for me.
Yeah.
And then
Susan, stop
Maybe
smiling.
That's what I do.
and
I agree.
because I was raised around girls, like I noticed nails.
Nails.
Ah.
Wow. I
That's
don't think
nice.
I've ever heard a
Do
guy
you like
say that.
them? No.
Can't really see from here, but like I will know if they are done recently. Or
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
And let me ask you, as I hold up my nails, is that because it talks about grooming? Like, I would have thought you would have said, I like blondes, or I like a taller woman, or I like an athletic figure. Like, honestly, I've never heard a man say
smile.
nails.
Look me in the eye and smile.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
halfway there.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I think like if you, and this is not like shitting on girls who don't get their nails done, but I think it like sort of, ties into maybe like upkeep and hygiene and
That's what, yeah.
stuff.
That they care about how they.
So do you want a
appear.
girl? We're getting your dating profile going here. You just don't know it yet. Do you like athletic girls or girly girls, blondes, brunettes? Where are you on this?
I really don't have a type. They could be, tall, short, blonde, brunette, white, black. Doesn't
Do you have
matter.
outgoing? You like an outgoing personality?
Yeah,
Like more
I
of
was
a.
just talking to my buddy about this. I
Uh-huh.
feel like I tend to like girls who are more outgoing. Now, I can be outgoing, but I'm also like a quiet person.
I
sometimes.
would say, yeah. I
And-
never met you before today, and you strike me as a guy who is sincere, but a little bit on the quieter, introspective side.
Yeah, so I do like a girl who's outgoing because I feel like that brings it out of me, and I like it being brought out of me.
I like that.
How tall are you, Jeremy?
5'11". I haven't reached that. Maybe I'll grow another inch in the next few years.
That's cool enough. Don't worry
You're
about
tall
it.
enough. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You're
Honestly,
fine.
I always thought I was a good height until the second I walked into the bachelor house.
And all these.
Wait, that is so funny you said that. I was just doing a podcast the other day, and I was of the women that stayed, I was the tallest woman, and I'm like 5'7.5". I mean, there were all these women that were like 5'2" and 5'3". A few, Susan's like 5'5". Joan is 5'7". She's like half an inch shorter than I. But I mean, I didn't feel like I was that tall until I went on that show.
It's never, I never thought about it. It's never been a problem. Like my ex-girlfriend is taller than me, so I don't really care about that.
Taller than 5'11"?
Yeah.
Wow. Was she a model?
I was just going to say she was a model figure.
Not that I know of.
She could have
Well,
been.
wait a minute. I'm sorry, you broached this, and we've got all the time in the world here because my hotel room isn't ready yet. So what happened?
Nothing specific happened. Great girl.
No, it's just-
Did you date a long time?
It was like a year. It was a COVID relationship, so sort of in time. It was,
But you didn't have a problem with her being taller than you. And when she wore heels, she'd be even more tall. I mean, even taller yet. That didn't. But some men feel insecure about that.
No, I found it attractive.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, you have said two things that I rarely
We're
have heard men
liking
say.
you.
We're like I'm gonna hook you up with some great girls out of Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Southern
Never
Belles.
been to Austin.
You've never been to Austin?
Oh, wow. I lived in Texas for 9 years. Not that.
Oh,
When
I
I
also
went to
forgot to-
Austin,
Wait,
it's like you're not in Texas anymore.
Oh, I forgot to mention that, speaking of Austin, because when we were originally supposed to record this podcast, the night before, I'd met Zach Shallcross, who spoke
Oh.
with you guys, and sends his regards.
let
we
me tell you
love
something.
that.
Katie was at my house. We were watching TV. She came over to watch something with me the other night, and I love those two.
Yeah. they're good people.
That has been a joy for me to get to know them.
Yeah.
They're lovely people.
Yeah.
They're
We've had some
I
fun
haven't
with
met
them.
Katie, but Zach is a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
He is, and
He
let me
is.
tell you something. Katie is
She's
the
great.
real deal. I
She
mean,
is great.
he got a gem with her.
Well, I hate to do this to us, but we got to wrap it up for this episode. I want to thank you for sharing with us, for giving some advice, for opening up and letting us question you to death.
I know.
Thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate
I
it.
really hope if we get to go to Paradise and you get to go to Paradise, that we get to chat again. And you are a joy to have.
I'll be down there bending your ear. No.
I'll be the bartender. I'm gonna mix drinks.
If you guys are in New York, we can grab a drink here.
I would
Okay.
love that. Okay,
Okay.
if you liked this interview, if you want to hear more, if you have questions,
We'll
go
answer
to
them.
bachelornation.com/golden hour. Follow us on our podcast. Hit the follow button. You'll never miss an episode. It is truly, we are a broken record at this
But
point.
they can catch up on the ones that they missed, and we've had some really good ones. So
We
don't
have.
be shy. Hit the button.
And if you want a date with Jeremy here, reach out on that. We'll hook you up. We
We know
it.
where he lives now, and we can rent his Airbnb.
Unfortunately, he'll have no jewelry anymore, but he's still a handsome, good-looking
Coming
guy.
to your doorstep for Hanukkah.
That's
There
right.
you go. Listen to Bachelor Happy Hours, Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Everybody have a great week and happy holidays.